Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button before we dive into this compelling story. And now, have you ever wondered how women prisoners in Nazi concentration camps managed to resist and survive against all odds? Imagine being confined in a grim female-only Nazi camp near Berlin. It housed about 130,000 women from resistance groups across Europe, uh, each fighting to keep hope alive. Uh, Despite brutal conditions, they fought back in their own powerful ways. Uh, they sabotaged Nazi efforts, kept their spirits high, and even created art and music to resist despair. Lynn Olson's detailed recounting tools from survivor memoirs and interviews uh, reveal the horrors inside Ravensbrück. Uh, Nazi officers cruelly tossed scissors to prevent sewing, and doctors performed gruesome experiments infecting wounds with bacteria to observe the suffering, though many perished, up to 40,000. They endured, fighting back silently every day. Uh, Curiously, few know about Ravensbrück's story. The Soviets liberated the camp far later than others, leaving it out of the Western narrative. According to Olson, uncovered that among the inmates was Genevieve, Charles de Gaulle's niece, a fierce resistance supporter who ignited hope even behind barbed wire. Maybe I see that picture her sneaking conversations about her uncle, inspiring others with visions of a free France. Her secret talks kept morale alive, showing resistance wasn't only about defiance, but also about hope, leadership, and belief in a brighter future. Her story reminds us, even in darkness, sparks of resistance flicker, and the camp housed young Polish women subjected to horrifying experiments. Legs broken and infected to steady healing, limbs cut, and bacteria injected. Most survivors were left disabled but alive. Yet the Nazis planned to eliminate these proof of their cruelty as the war wound down. Women hid Poles beneath barracks, creating underground shelters. Some managed to smuggle prisoners to safety. One astonishing piece of resistance was an operetta written by Germaine Tillion in 1944. During long nights, she and fellow prisoners secretly practiced songs, dances, and melodies. They sang as they marched.
Unaware German guards couldn't understand French.
Their small acts of rebellion kept their spirits alive, culminating in a celebrated performance in Paris years later. Women in Ravensbrück resisted not only through art, but also by refusing to aid Nazi efforts. Some concealed themselves from work sabotage tools or stole supplies. Their silent rebellion was a powerful declaration that even in captivity, they would not be broken. After the camp's liberation, notable women like Tillion gained fame for their intellectual strength, fighting to rebuild and remember. Genevieve de Gaulle focused on helping the needy, recognizing the trauma shared by millions of the ages. Their stories showed that resilience after suffering can become a force for good. Reflecting on these stories in 2025, feels especially relevant. Uh, these women's bond and defiance highlight human strength in adversity. And when faced with cruelty, uh, they united, showing that even the most dehumanizing circumstances can forge resilience, or, as I like to joke, these women turn captivity into a concert, proving even in the worst conditions, you can still have a good perform of resistance. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,